into the Madden Underground playoffs. We got a big time matchup with Space versus JB. Space is the Vikings, JB is the Panthers. It's your boy Brian James, and I'm here with my guy, Philly guy. What's good, Philly?
I'm ready, man. Let's get some playoff action going.
Oh yeah. It's time, man. Big time matchup. The playoffs are here. It's all or nothing, do or die. You know, and I'm actually excited, man. I'm actually eager to see who's going to come out victorious in this game. JB is, we know what he can do. He won 2 Super Bowls last year. This begins his run this year on the Xbox side. And those Panthers, he's been pretty dominant with those Panthers. He's been a quiet storm.
He has been. He hasn't gotten as much competition out of his division, but he's been keeping his name out the chat, focusing on winning his games, and he's here hosting this wild card matchup against the Vikings.
Definitely. And it's a big time matchup. You can't help but love it. I'm eager to see who comes out victorious. We got a big time play right here. He drops back, and Space is definitely bringing the heat. He starts the game bringing the heat. And I think that was that Edmonds coming off the edge?
I think it was. There's a lot of controversy surrounding the Minnesota Vikings season. They've been very vocal in the chat about the way they think things should have gone, the way they should have been in the regular season. And a lot of people don't think they should be here. But I, for one, I've had a chance to play Space. I know that he is going to be bringing that pressure, and he's going to give JB all he can handle in this matchup.
Definitely. We got a touch by McCaffrey. He's up the field, throws a move, and he strips him. He strips him, but he recovers and he moves the ball further up the field. And those tackle battles are dangerous, Philly guy. Those tackle battles are extremely dangerous. You can when you you see that A button pop up. Normally, what I recommend and what I've seen happen in my experience is that you click onto another guy and you go for the strip while he's battling with the other guy. And 9 times out of 10, you get it, and there goes the user, but the breakup is there.
Yeah. He had 2 defenders, and that's good advice because the last thing you want to do, especially on the first drive, is turn the ball over. We saw that could have been disastrous for JB, but those Vikings, they are flying to the football. They're out there making plays.
Definitely. And as you can see, we got a lot of great matchup. We got Buns B versus C-Jack. We got Trey for Life versus Illuminati. A lot of great matchups coming on later on throughout the week. We got another game coming up tonight, MP versus J Hall, Colts versus Broncos, and that's going to be a great matchup.
Oh, it's definitely going to be a great matchup. Looking forward to seeing the 2 of them play. We also got the trifecta between VA Dimes and TMC Woody. They're going to be playing for the 3rd time. Dimes has won both of the games, but we'll have to see what playoff Woody looks like going up against those Bengals.
Definitely. And what's going to be great about this matchup is that Woody, the game has been close as of late. Last few games have been close. The last 2 games were close. But Woody knows what to expect going into this, and there's a lot on the line. And Christian McCaffrey is running like a dog.
Yeah, he's definitely getting a lot of positive yards. And that's the hardest thing to do is decide, are they going to run or pass when they're the trips tight end formation. And even though the Vikings are in this 3-4 defense, they're still having trouble stopping McCaffrey from running the ball up the middle.
Definitely. Big time matchup. So we got a 3rd and inches here, and you would expect the ball to be run one more time. And maybe he'll take his 3 if he doesn't get it. But it's the playoffs, man. It's all or nothing. You got to go for it. I would probably go for it in this situation. But I know some dudes tense up, and they don't. And he's going to break to the outside, and he's not able to make a move, and he loses a yard. So it becomes 4th and 1, and he's going for it.
Yeah, that was excellent defense by the Vikings again. They were not fooled, and they could have a big stop here.
Oh, and he gets it. You got to give Christian McCaffrey the rock. He's the workhorse. And what I've learned in this game this year is that you got to get the stars the ball.
Definitely got to get the stars. If you got them, get them the rock, and they'll reward you like we see McCaffrey here. He is celebrating. It's a big moment for him to put 6 up on the board and put those Panthers in the lead at home over these Minnesota Vikings.
Definitely. And it's been a lot of gut-wrenching performances throughout the year. Like you alluded to, Space. A lot of people feel like he may or may not May or may not have been one of the guys that you would want to see here, but he's here nonetheless, and I'm sure he's gonna do what he can or make the most of the experience. And as he takes the kick return out the end zone and takes it down to the 26-yard line.
Yeah, you talk about that a lot about what other people think, and I know the space doesn't care what other people think.
No, he doesn't.
He never tries to impose his views or wills on anybody. But one of the things that I didn't even know he remembers, you're going to get a lot of haters because not everybody gets a chance to make the playoffs, and a lot of people don't want to necessarily see you because of your style of play. Definitely. And so I think he's going to make the most of this opportunity, and everybody else just needs to focus on the games that are in front of them.
And Space put together a great Viking team. He got rid of Kirk Cousins early in the season. Oh, and he fumbles the ball. But he's able to recover and get back.
Yeah, he's running that triple option. And, he was a little delayed on the pitch out. And sometimes that can happen. So that was really good defense by JB. He had the play boxed up as he's running that very, very prototypical spinner defense. And it's something that Space is going to have to figure out how to move the ball against, because it doesn't look like he's going to be able to get outside to the edge.
Oh, definitely. He's struggling right now. 2nd and 17, he drops back. Kyler Murray scrambles in the pocket, finds the man up top, gets him, and he's able to get the first down. And that's D-Hop right there making big plays, man. D-Hop is definitely – he doesn't have a superstar ability this year, but nonetheless, his numbers speak for himself. You know what I'm saying? We have a draw here. And Kyler Murray's making it happen with his arm and his feet right now after the early fumble.
Yeah, and you like to see the no huddle because Space realized that he has JB in a very difficult defensive position as we see Kyler Murray break loose. And just like that, we got ourselves a tie ball game.
And that play is a difficult play to stop because 9 times out of 10, you're going to play the pass. You're going to you're going to pass commit. And if you pass commit, that draw can be fatal.
Yeah, and that's what we saw. We saw only 4 plays, and the majority of them were draws. So, he puts his points up on the board, put it up really quickly, and JB's going to have to figure out how he wants to play that quarterback draw out of the empty set.
Definitely. And again, we got Madden Underground playoff action here. Make sure you visit MaddenUnderground.com if you're interested in participating and joining the festivities.
So now that we've had a chance to see both teams, just kind of relax a little bit, throw a couple punches, what is it that you like about JB's first drive?
The fact that he pushed the ball down the field and he seemed to enforce the run game. And that's what I think we're going to see a lot of in the playoffs is a lot of guys not throwing the ball downfield, risking error, because there's a lot of error. You got the Russian. What a user. You got an aggressive catch right there, and he's going to take it downfield, and he's going to score. Great user ability right there. And we're seeing JB being able to do it in all facets of the game, run game, pass game, out there getting aggressive catches. And I know a lot of people have been complaining about those aggressive catches. Oh, what am I to do? What can I do about that? It's so good. Shut up. You know what I mean? That's how I feel about it. Adjust, adapt. It's in the game. It's not going nowhere anytime soon. And it's just something that we're going to have to deal with this year. So, in my opinion, I recommend everybody buckle their seatbelts up, and lock in, man. It's not going anywhere anytime soon.
So when you talk about that, and I know this because I'm not in the playoffs, and I've got a season 1 draft coming up. Is this where having a larger defensive back on the field is going to pay dividends?
Yeah, sometimes, and then sometimes if you don't have any, it still comes down to you being able to put that defensive back in a position to make a play. A lot of things you can do to combat that. There are things you can do, like you can play the receiver. So they go after the receiver and not the ball. Mm-hmm. That way, when the ball's in the air, they actually engage with the receiver and try to make a play. You can make that adjustment, or you can also go click on and use the swap button.
Yeah, that's really huge because we all know we've all been in practice mode and we've seen the computer, do little dirty things like that. You think you got a catch and then they just launch themselves into the receiver and they cause the ball to come loose. So I don't know if Space is aware of that adjustment, and maybe he just feels like it's a one-time thing that JB's going to have to continue to do it to prove it to him. But it was a hell of a play.
Definitely a hell of a play.
And I think you're right here. It looks like Space, even though he ran a speed option to the left, it looks like he's really making JB think twice about how he's going to run this spinner
And
defense.
there's a user catch in Hopkins going to the end zone to
Woo!
score. And as you can see, that you have to have those guys engaged. The thing about it is, most teams don't have a guy that can press and run with the fast receiver. Now, if you can press, you have a guy there are a few guys in the game that can do it, that can press and run with the fast receiver. But if you have a guy that can do that, that guy will be a commodity in the league in years to come.
Yeah, and I'm just amazed that both of them are taking these type of shots downfield because, like you said before, these are the playoffs, and so you don't want to get into the habit of making a mistake early and getting behind. But both of them were successful getting that one-on-one matchup, making the catch, and taking it to the house.
Definitely. We got, like I said, we got a huge matchup here, and it's a good one, man. It's a great one. It's going to be a heavyweight bout. These dudes are punching, throwing haymakers every drive. Nobody's holding back or pulling punches, and that's what you want to see in a playoff game. And we got there you go. That's what you do. You see what he did over there, right? Mm-hmm. He made an adjustment. He put a bigger body over there on that guy. He may not have been as fast, but he played over the top and was able to make a play.
And that's one of the things I like about Big Nickel over G is that you really get a chance to have your sub linebackers in the middle of the field, but you also get to have safeties that can be bigger and stronger playing, and you have a little bit more options on your defensive hot route. So you can play the middle thirds, you can play the thirds to the left and the right, and it can give you opportunities to make plays.
And that's the downside to having Harrison Smith on that side. He's a bigger body, but if he misses the point, it's going to be a big play because he's slow out there. And he got him again. But he gets the feet down and he gets the first down. You got to play. You definitely have to play over the top if you're going to have Harrison Smith at the cornerback position. He's good against the Ags, but in those speed scenarios, he's definitely going to have a problem.
Yeah, and with the baseline, we can see that he was giving up the outside, and it was a beautifully thrown ball both times by JB. And, he wasn't able to make a play on it. So it's going to be a little bit harder to make that kind of throw and catch without having as much room on the field. But, maybe Space is going to leave something open for him in the middle, or maybe he's finally going to be able to make a play on the ball.
Definitely. And that was definitely good. That could have been a big play right there for JB. But unfortunately, he overthrew Baker Mayfield. And Baker Mayfield has an arm, and with that X Factor ability, he definitely becomes a very potent passer. And he have another near miss. And you see he's Space has made the adjustments. He's playing that cover four. He's playing over the top, and he has the guys playing the receiver, and they're actually making plays on there when you got bigger body defenders on the bigger body receivers.
Yeah, and what I like is that he actually took control of the corner, and he's forcing Baker Mayfield to throw the opposite side of the field.
And yeah, Edmonds out there making plays, man.
Yeah, he was able to get a sack and
push JB wisely taking 3.
Yeah, push him into getting 3. So great adjustment by Space. And again, you can't be afraid to play on any position on your defense, because sometimes, depending on how the game itself plays, or sometimes depending on the matchups, you may have to pick the outside corner and play on him just to make sure that you don't give up the big play. So well done by Space. Now let's see if he can take the lead at the start of the second quarter.
5 minutes and 9 seconds left.
That's right.
The ball at the 18-yard line. Let's see if Space can do what Space does and push the ball downfield as he's been doing successfully thus far. And he runs with that power option. He keeps it, and I think this is going to be a problem for JB. It's a bit of an unorthodox offense. He's running speed options. He's running triple options. He's running everything. He's throwing the kitchen sink at JB right now, and JB has yet to adjust defensively. Oh, and he forces the fumble. There we go. There's a big play by JB, and he gets the ball. He stumping with the big dogs into the end zone.
Yeah, I don't really like Space's decision.
To
Everything
fidget.
was kind of boxed up, and what we saw him have a better opportunity to get that big trust activated, and he failed miserably. He really didn't have to run that triple option play, um, and it cost him. It
Yeah,
cost
I,
him big
I
time.
think I think I think that could be extremely detrimental to the health, the playoff life of the Vikings right now. Um, with that being said, I'm gonna suggest that Space get back to the basics,
Mm-hmm.
which was letting that open up the pass. Because I definitely believe if he would have passed the ball right there, something would have been open because JB fully committed to the read option.
Oh, he definitely did. And in that formation, I mean, you know that defender has to be coming upfield, just like right there. And then you
Run
see,
it. There you go. There you
yeah,
go. What? And get out of bounds.
yeah, he's able to get out of the pocket. I mean, that's the risk that JB was willing to run. And unfortunately, Space went the triple option. But here, he's able to get out of the pocket. And I'm just waiting to see when Kyler Murray gets activated, how aggressive Space is going to be running with the quarterback.
Yeah, that's gonna be interesting to see. Very interesting to see. And he's still running with the quarterback. It's there. Like you have to actually make that read. It's a read option for a reason. If that guy stays, definitely you got to give it to the back because he's not gonna fumble it.
Yeah, and I would like to see him give it to the back because right now JB is bringing
And the
pressure.
heat is coming.
Yeah, I mean he's bringing those corners from the outside, so he's not going to let you get outside. You're going to have to force him to adjust and maybe roll out the opposite way.
Definitely. And there's a good read right there. He gets nearly a first down. We got a 4th and 3. And I'm sure he's gonna go for it.
Oh, no doubt he's going for this.
Down upside, you get the first, you keep the ball moving down the field, you stay in the game. You don't get this, it may be a wrap. And you're oh, and he doesn't get it.
Yeah, it's really surprising. We saw all of the good choices that he was making on his first 2 drives, and then for whatever reason, it seemed like he was trying to outsmart JB instead of sticking with works. And now he finds himself down by 10. He's going to have to make a play here just to give himself a chance to get back into this game.
Definitely. And if you guys are interested in participating in what we got going here, make sure you visit maddenunderground.com, click on the league section, and get yourself on the wait list so you can participate and be contacted as soon as the spot becomes available in the league. You don't want to miss out. There's a possibility that we may start another league later on in the year. So if you're interested in participating, make sure you sign up now and get on the wait list. Oh, great move by JB. And you see JB's user is impeccable out there on the field. Once he gets the ball in his hand and open field, he can make anybody miss.
Yeah, and he's doing a great job of getting it to Christian McCaffrey. Yes, he's an X factor, but that doesn't mean that he's able to put those moves, like you say, GB showcasing out here.
Ooh.
And I got to tell you, it's a great time to get your name on that Madden Underground list, especially knowing the possibility of another league being created. I mean, my New York Jets, Brees Hall is injured, but he's not injured in Madden. And you also going to be getting the Jacksonville Jaguars running back. So a lot of teams have upgraded.
Oh, good defense. Great
McCaffrey
defense.
is playing with the Niners. So you definitely want to make sure that you get your name on that list because some of these teams in the NFL
are definitely different from how they were when they started.
They are definitely different. So definitely sign up at MaddenUnderground.com.
Definitely.
Don't want to miss out.
And here we go. Another big play right here. And he doesn't get both feet down in bounds. I'm sure he's going to take the 3 here. He's going to wisely take the 3. Oh, he's going for it. Okay, well, here we go. I guess now you're up 10. You're kind of comfortable. Go for it.
I mean, you called it. This is really an opportunity for Space to get back into this game. So JB probably should have kicked the field goal.
Oh, great read, great pass, and way to catch him slipping.
But yeah, there was no pressure, and he just waited in the pocket, waited for McCaffrey to clear, got the first down. Yeah, this is a critical situation because JB can still get the first down.
Oh, and what a great defense play right there by Harrison Smith. You don't want to run that out with that slow guy. And like I said, in red zone situation, Harrison Smith becomes a huge commodity. In most franchises, people use Harrison Smith as trade bait, But as you can see, he's a huge commodity. He's a guy that you want to keep. He has the abilities you need. Oh, and great play right there.
And one man to beat. Oh, he just can't quite get it. But again, as you see him going back to the QB draw, he has been giving JB fits with that play. I don't know why he's going away from it, because there's so much that he can give JB to think about, and he can't be that far away from activating trust.
Interesting to say the least.
Yeah, jailbreak screen is getting a little bit more popular now that people understand when and how to use it. But I still like him scrambling with that quarterback and putting the pressure on the defense and pushing the ball downfield.
And in regards to you transferring your PS4 account to PS5, I think it's dual compatible. So, and another big play right here, man.
Yeah, went back to that jailbreak screen, and he was able to execute it this time, and he was able to punch it in. So, when he is not trying to force the triple option, he has been scoring at will against JB. So he's only down 3. He's got to either force a turnover or keep him from scoring, because he knows he's getting the ball back at the end of the half.
Definitely. And I see a lot of people saying, oh, this defense, this offense, that play is glitchy. Now, that play can be stopped. The draw play can be stopped by the quarterback unless he does the little pump fake animation, and then that becomes an infraction in the rules. but no, if he's just running the draw play straight up, it's definitely legal. As long as he's not doing the pump fake animation, trying to get the defenders to glitch out. But running that nickel and running certain formations, you got to know what formation to call against these plays and things like that. And a lot of people don't know what plays to call because they're stuck on the meta. But and when you see an unorthodox offense like this, it becomes extremely hard to stop.
Definitely. And it's a good thing too, because that's what you want. You don't want to be in a box.
Ooh, wide open. Great play. Great
running the same thing that everybody is labbing up against and practicing up against, because then you're not going to be able to adjust. So you definitely want to have it in your toolbox, but you want to make sure that you actually understand what you're doing out there, because not everybody's going to play the way that you want them to. They're not just going to drop back and try to throw the ball down the field on crossers and stuff like that. No, you're going to see all kinds of offensive, especially in the playoff.
And this is the best of the league. Only the guys that, there are no bums in the playoffs, because the bums are watching or commentating the game. You know what I mean? So it's
definitely. But, it's a different choice.
Oh, and a great catch right there. A great catch.
You're the commish. I don't like calling you a bum. But
I ain't in the playoffs. I'm a bum, man. Even though I'm a bum. I'm a bum. I didn't make it. If you didn't make it, it's no other way to hash it out. It's just you're not good enough.
I understand. I mean, that's really what it is. So, there's a lot we can learn from these playoffs.
Definitely. I hope everybody's taking notes.
I'm definitely taking notes, even though I don't have a fast quarterback. But you never know. You never know. So even though space,
and no, that's not Black Phoenix. It's Brian James and it's Philly Guy together. Black Phoenix will be on the call later.
Mm-hmm.
And shout out to B-Pack, man. B-Pack's been checking in every week. I've been watching you, bro. I'm here tuning in. I see B-Pack checking in every week when we go live. Shout out to him for sure, and shout out to B-Guard.
Yeah, B-Guard
for him confirming that I'm a bum in the game.
Well, B-Guard is going to talk that talk because let's face it, you guys never had your mud off, but he made the playoffs and he actually won his first game. I watched him earlier today.
I was actually proud of B-Guard. I actually picked him to lose that game, but he won. So nonetheless, congrats to B-Guard.
Yeah, and I love the way that you're able to inspire from afar, because he probably knew that he was going to hear your mouth and knew that you were.
If he lost that game.
I was
definitely gonna call him the filth and scum of the earth. But
no doubt.
40 seconds left in 40 seconds left in the half, and let's see if Space is able to close the gap. This 5 wide empty set has been pretty successful for him thus far, and it's not this time. And this may go to the crib if he's able to break the tackle, and he isn't. And here we go. JB has an opportunity to at least add 3 points on the board minimum. If if he doesn't do anything crazy to mess up the field position.
Yeah, and I don't think that he's thinking about the three. He hasn't been thinking about the three. He's thinking about putting 6 on the board every time. And Space continues to shoot himself in the foot and be his own worst enemy. Oh, but he couldn't get his feet down in bounds. He had a huge chance to make a play. And that's what it's going to take right now, because he needs to keep JB from putting another 6 on the board. Got to hold him to 3 or get the ball.
Oh, and Harrison Smith with another big play. Harrison Smith is the defensive MVP of this game for the Vikings, and he nearly takes it back to the crib.
There you go.
Harrison Smith has single-handedly kept Space in the game. And I know a lot of people say Harrison Smith is old, he's slow, but in this year's game, Harrison Smith is a huge commodity. Those old, wily veterans are huge playmakers in this year's game. And he has the height, he has the width, and he's able to make the play. And there you go. And a huge play right there.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
Slinging the rock.
Yeah, Space is finally reading that pressure.
AJ Green appearance right here. We got the old guys taking over the game right now.
The old guys taking over.
The old dusty players have dusted themselves off, and they're going in making big plays. And Space uses this opportunity to close the gap and make it a 7-point game.
Yeah, and he had to kick the field goal there because he was out of timeouts. It was a huge play downfield, but he's starting to read JB's defenses and recognizing, hey, I can roll out to the right and make some plays down the field or with my legs. So again, Space has been his own worst enemy, but he's only down 7 if he can stop JB from scoring here. And he's getting the ball back at the half. So maybe he'll be able to put it all together for the second half and pull out a victory for the man that wasn't supposed to be here.
The man they all wrote off. They wrote him off, but he didn't write back. And there's an opportunity for JB to score before the half, and Harrison Smith tracks him down, but he's at least going to be able to put up 3 points on the board right here, and he wisely takes the 3.
Yeah, I'm not too sure what exactly Space was thinking. I mean, there's only 7 seconds, so you didn't have to match up like that. You could have easily gone some sort of prevent defense. But what do I know? Brian James said, we're bums because we're here commentating over the game. So maybe that was not the move to make.
Maybe you're better at commentating than some players play and some players commentate. No. We just happen to be commentating today because we're not playing. And we got another, and it's back to a 10-point game, and Space has to be heartbroken to giving up that 3 points after driving down the field, making a big play and putting up the 3. But, JB fires back real quick.
Yeah, you can't give up 3 points in 7 seconds.
Definitely.
So whether you like the call or not, Big Nickel wasn't it. Definitely should have gone with some sort of prevent defense because you want to keep them in the middle of the field so that they can go down and have more out there on the field to make a play. A little bit more speed. We're not going to do too much. But, let's see what Space can do in the second half. Okay. Positive yards. Still doesn't have trust activated yet. I'm just waiting for him to light up.
He's going back to that empty set, and JB sends a guy off the edge, and he gets there.
Yeah, he's definitely been sending that corner, and he has to schematically. He's got to send the corner from that side because it's too easy with 3 receivers on the right for Space to make that read and make a throw.
A great play right there by Space. Great read. If that guy's coming and that guy's open. And that's just pure football acumen right there. If that guy's coming, then that guy's open, and JB has to get there. And he's leaving. And if that guy's not open, then that run is available. So that's it's a hard scheme to stop, especially if you're going to play in the big nickel. It's going to be. I can't wait to see how everybody adjusts to the different offenses we're going to see today. We're going to see a lot of different offenses today. And we're going to see how people adjust to those different offenses in these games.
Okay, nice little trap play. Didn't get much, but he still got some positive yards. And like you said, anytime that you see that spinner set up in defense, you got to know that the corners are coming. Because if they're not, then that's going to give you a lot of time in the pocket, and you'll be able to make some plays and possibly complete some routes. But you definitely better expect pressure coming from the outside when you see that formation.
Definitely. And we got to We got a lot of big plays coming up. I'm sure there's gonna be a lot more big play. Oh, and that was risky. That was risky. That was man coverage.
Yeah.
The guy was in man. He was ready for that.
Yeah, a little risky. That RPO throwing it to the long side of the field. I mean, it's not the jailbait screen that we thought it was going to be, but
the thing is if you don't pass commit, that guy goes after the running back. So JB wisely pass committed and was prepared for the play. Oh my gosh. He's risking it all right here, and he didn't get it. And just like that, you're back on defense fighting an uphill battle.
Yeah. And again, he hasn't been taking advantage of rolling out to the right like he was earlier. You'd like to see him get back to it.
Oh, and Harrison Smith with another big play. Harrison Smith has been playing shutdown defense over there. He's a big body defender. He's slow, but the slower defenders can play zone. You can play zone. He's running zone masterfully out there right now. Harrison Smith has been locked down at the cornerback position right there. People say Harrison Smith is so slow. But no, Harrison Smith is smart. He has great zone coverage, so he's always going to be in the right place. Mm-hmm. He has height, range, and he's making big plays. That's 3 interceptions for him right there. 3 are for it.
Yeah, and you know what? If Space loses, it ain't going to be because of Harrison Smith.
No, it's not going to be because of Harrison Smith. He hasn't been a liability out there. He's been in position to make a play every time. And as you can see, he's right up on the receiver every time. So that ag situation, you can't have a bum out there covering a top-notch receiver. You're gonna get ag, and then you're gonna be out of position. But you got Harrison Smith over there, who's a big body guy. He's playing a receiver tight, and he's not giving you any space to make an aggressive catch.
Yeah, and we got a big
Cook. I love this call.
Yeah, I love the double power, particularly out of this formation, because what it does is giving him the opportunity to control the game, recollect his thoughts so that he can put it together and win this game. Because defensively, he has been playing lights out. And I don't know that JB is going to continue to give him the same opportunities once he gets the ball back. So he's going to have to put it together, and being able to run the ball like this with this strong power or double power play is a good way to start it off. Well, there it is. 1st and 10. Now it's 2nd and 14. And JB, he's not running that spinner anymore. So it looks like he's in his Overstorm Brave. Can't tell. We'll take a look at the safeties.
Oh, great run.
Yeah, beautiful cutback to the outside. Set him up. Cut it in and then bounced it out.
That's what you'd like to see from a back. Here we go. He's going for it. And then aggressive catch of Thielen. Oh, that's Allen. Oh, Keenan Allen out there. Oh, my God. I thought that was Thielen. Keenan Allen. Oh, they have the aggressive catch. He has a team full of aggressive catch gods out there. AJ Green, DeAndre Hopkins, and Keenan Allen. Yeah, that's a hard task to cover. That's a tall order, bro. You got those guys out there making big plays after big play after big play. Keenan Allen, AJ Green, DeAndre Hopkins, Kyler Murray, and Cook. Man, that's a lot to take care of for any defense.
And what we saw Space make the adjustment, so he had time in the pocket to make that throw and deliver the strike downfield, the one-on-one catch. Took it in for the score.
Big time. Big players make big plays in big games, and this is what you want to see. And Space is definitely looking like he belongs. Space said, yo, I want it. And Space is one of those guys that he wants it. Like, you know he wants it. It's undeniable. He does. He has an unorthodox approach, but he's definitely been a consistent player throughout the years, and you can't deny that.
No, you definitely can't. So, his only focus is on this game right now, and I'm sure that once he gets out of this game, if he's able to win it, he's going to have a lot to say, and rightfully so.
Okay. And great stop right there by Space. 2nd and 12.
Mm-hmm.
And he's staying in that cover 4 palms. And let's see if Harrison Smith gets an opportunity to make another big play. I wouldn't try Harrison Smith anymore.
No, and they're lined up.
He's playing over the top. And there's a guy. Oh, and and Harrison Smith comes over and makes a play. Oh my God. Harrison Smith has been playing lights out defense. 3 interceptions, 1 touchdown for Baker Mayfield. He's looking like Baker Mayfield out there. And JB is on his heels right now. If Space can get a stop right here.
Yeah, that was a huge play by again Harrison Smith.
And he's trying him. He has a man and he drops it. Okay, and here we go. Is he gonna go for? He's punting. He's wisely punting the ball. Okay. Not giving Space an opportunity to have the short field.
Yeah, nothing but space and opportunity here, baby.
Oh my! Space pulls this game out. This may change the entire face of the rest of the playoffs, man. We get this. This makes that next game coming up later tonight even more interesting.
Oh, it does, because he has been going back and forth in the chat with the AFC, and all he needs to do is take care of business, because JB is that dude. So knocking him off and being on the road and all of the talk that's been going on in the chat, you best believe he got something.
JB can't lose this game, man. JB can't lose this game. This is the game that JB can't lose. If he loses this game, it changes everything for the playoffs.
Yeah. And you can see here the momentum meter is filled up.
Oh no. Kyler Murray is stumbling, and he gets out of bounds. Oh my God.
Woo! And you see that meter continue to rise. And one of the things that's activated right now is heating up. So the away team players get to enter the zone easier, which means all the scrambling that we are seeing by Kyler Murray means that boy is about to get electric. And we're going to continue to see more big plays made by him, like the one we just saw there.
Definitely. He's going to the Wildcat. And this is an opportunity for Cook to run the ball.
Mm-hmm.
And fake that there. He's going to run it. It's there. He has it. He didn't follow the blocks.
Oh, he
just stay to the outside. Stay to the outside. You got a touchdown, young man.
He had it. And JB catches a break here. It's the end of the half, so that no huddle is not in effect. But I got to tell you, man, so far in this second half, JB hasn't scored. And it's looking like Space is starting to get control of this game. We know that he's in position to tie the game up right now, but this will be the first chance he has to take the lead in the game.
Definitely. And we got 6 minutes left in the game in regulation, and Space is down 3 on the 12-yard line. This is an opportunity for him. This is a big opportunity right here. This is a huge opportunity right here. They all wrote Space off. They said he didn't deserve it. Oh, shout out to Black Phoenix. We got Black Phoenix in the building. Yes, I'm doing commentary. You're not here for some reason, so I'm here doing this. We got a 6 o'clock game, 6 o'clock Pacific game. Make sure if you're able to do it, we would love to have you. Definitely. We got another big play right here by JB.
Mm-hmm.
He's going back to that Wildcat. He's going to run it again, and JB is prepared, and he's forcing him to take that 3.
Yeah.
That 3. I honestly thought you maximized the opportunity, and it reached its ceiling. That Wildcat reached its ceiling the first time you had success with it. The third time, it was time to maybe try something else, but he kept going for it. Yeah, playing safe.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing is he kept showing it to him in such a short time span and no huddling, but it wasn't something that he was going to consistently be able to get, because JB was able to adjust. And you just want to see him really try to get Kyler Murray activated. I mean, I just feel like that's going to be the key to victory for him, is once trust gets activated.
And Modern Warfare came out this week.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that EA didn't implement something that impacted Kyler Murray because of the release of Modern Warfare campaign mode. Like his awareness dropped 10 points because.
They know better. They know better, Brian James. They know better.
Hey,
you want to
EA likes to keep it as real as possible. And McCaffrey breaks the tackle. He has open field, and can Harrison Smith catch him? Can Harrison Smith make a play?
I think so. He's going
And
to make a
Harrison
play.
Smith makes another play. He's
Look
walking
at
down McCaffrey.
Look at that.
Harrison Smith is the MVP of this game. I don't care what plays happen after this. Harrison Smith is running people down. He's locking up. He's stopping the ad catches. And JB's not even throwing at him anymore.
Yeah.
And that defense, that Viking defense has been stout. And they're right here, and they're not giving up. It's a surrender, no retreat, no surrender, no retreat type of style football they're playing right now. And it's all or nothing. And you gotta love it. You gotta love it.
Yeah, you gotta love these purple people leaders.
Ooh.
I mean, they're definitely out here.
Oh no, he didn't.
Yeah, I mean, he can still get the first down, but yeah, these purple people leaders, they're out here, they're fighting, they're trying to make some plays. You see the big hit here, but it's 1st and goal, and we got to see, are they going to be able to tighten up and force another turnover or hold JB?
As long as JB is motioning that receiver in before he snaps the ball to give it to McCaffrey, he's going to be just fine. And he's in there. McCaffrey breaks the tackle. He's little, but he's elusive and he's hard to bring down. McCaffrey had an early game fumble earlier in the game, but JB was able to recover it. One makes you wonder if Space can get another fumble out of McCaffrey.
Yeah, it's going to be tricky. I mean, it only took 5 plays for him to score. He scored way too quickly, but Christian was bouncing around like a pinball there and somehow found his way into the end zone. So, that fumble that we saw, it was early in the game. I don't think it's going to happen this late in the game, but hey, you never know. Stranger things have happened. So it's up to Space now to figure out how he wants to move the ball down the field. And we know he's going to have to put some points on the board because he has no answers for this Panthers running game.
Definitely. And Space definitely got he puckered up last drive, I should say. He got a little tense. He's playing loose, let it all hang out early, but he got to the red zone and kind of got real conservative. Hopefully he can get down there again, keep this game a game,
Mm-hmm.
Keep going to what's been working for you. And if it's working, if it ain't broke, don't fix it,
Yeah, he definitely, was experimenting a little bit too much. But, this drive is everything. And so we'll have to see what he puts together as Kyler Murray is glowing.
Ooh.
Yeah, I would have liked to see him roll out to that right side. Again, in this defense, the pressure is going to be coming. So if you see it coming from the left and you got 3 receivers on the right, you might want to roll out that way. Might be a little bit of space.
Definitely.
It's an opportunity for you.
I see what you did there, Philly.
Thank you.
Space with the space. Yeah.
I got a lot of time on my hands now that I'm not in the playoffs to read up and educate myself. So
working on the catchphrases. Got it.
There you go.
And if you guys are to be sure to tune back in at actually 5 p.m. Pacific, where we have the Madden Underground podcast, and then following that, we'll have a big time matchup between MP and Jay Hall.
Mm-hmm.
Wild card matchup.
Mm-hmm.
Winner go home. This is winner go home, baby. And it's like, you like it or you love it.
And you know what? You have to love it because these guys have been looking past each other, talking about that in the chat, making their own predictions and matchups.
The chat has been a cesspool for toxicity. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I sometimes you have to intervene and get in between guys and push them apart. But I've been letting these guys talk. They talk. They earned it. They're in the playoffs here. And here we go with Kyler Murray again, breaking the field and gets
to the inside. He's
oh my god.
Ready.
Oh my god.
Pretend.
Oh my god. Oh, it's
He is in.
Viking touchdown.
In. Woo!
Kyler Murray has been him and Harrison Smith, man, have been the game changers.
Yeah, that's it. They've definitely been a 1-2 punch. And I just want to go back to what you were talking about in the chat. You're right. It has definitely been a cesspool. And you know what? You're right. Some commissioners, they would shut it down. But yeah, you definitely let people just talk their talk. And you also did a lot of instigating. And for most of the people that don't know you, they got to know you want to see a fight.
Oh, and everybody,
you're encouraging this type of behavior. So it's good to see. It's healthy.
But everybody in the chat, ignore that user code because they still haven't paid us for our promotion yet. So ignore that garbage. I mean, until we get our money. So no shameless plugs here. I'm going to actually try to delete it out the chat right now if I can because they haven't paid us yet. Factor 75, you out there, send us our bread.
Well, I'm definitely sure that that's going to happen.
They better get it to us. We wait. We need that bread. And again, here we go. Big plays. Christian McCaffrey running the rock.
Yeah, it's been a feast of famine for him. Either he's taking a tackle for a loss, or he's making a big play. Yards. Yeah, so it's got to be up to space to figure out, how he's going to stop.
Those tackle battle comes up. Christian McCaffrey is a guy that will put it on the ground. So let's see what Space is able to do here. He's still in that cover 4 palms. He's trying to give it a different look. You run with Baker? You got to run with Baker, right?
You got to run with Baker. Yeah, and luckily he got out of bounds. I mean, that was excellent coverage downfield. He had an idea of what JB was looking for, but this is the critical down right here. This is 3rd and 4. JB is going to go for it. If he doesn't get it, can you stop McCaffrey? That's the question, because here's the receiver in motion. He clears. Come back to the other side. 4th and 1. Okay, pinch the D-line. Wait for that receiver to go in motion. It's the short run. Cuts it inside. And you got to pay attention to little things like that. You got to pay attention. You got to be ready. If that receiver clears, he's been running the counter to the right. If he doesn't clear, he's been running that 45 quick base. So there's a minute 20 left to go. Everybody has their timeouts. At what point do you start calling timeouts on this drive, B. James?
Now. But the thing is, he's thinking, if I can hold him off and get a stop, I'm okay. But the thing is, if you don't get a stop, you don't want. At this point, there is no right or wrong time to call the timeout. But you just got to depend on your defense. Hope for a big play. You got to stop McCaffrey. You got to stop McCaffrey. You got to stop him. And at some point, it's like, how good's your kicker?
No, that's
how good are you at kicking a pressure kick?
Yeah. Like that's legit, because right now, there's no reason for JB to throw the football. So I mean,
you see in the chat they're saying get off the D-line user, run commit.
Yeah, exactly. Run commit. That's what I'm saying. The chat knows what I'm talking about. That's what I was going to say. At what point do you run commit to try to at least get the ball back? Like, and there you go. He's going to go down. You already know he's not going to try to punch it in.
Oh, yeah. You should have let him score.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what we're seeing some questionable decision-making by Space. He's done this throughout this entire game. He's put himself in these difficult situations.
He definitely should have ran committed. Worst case scenario, he throws a pass, scores, and you still have time to score again.
Exactly. 4 seconds. I mean, you got to believe that, he's probably going to end up kicking a field goal. He's going to run it. Okay.
What is JB doing?
Well, he's trying to give Space another opportunity. And if we call out Harrison's name one more time,
I would have moved Harrison back to safety on this play and just hoped that he made a big play. Oh, my God. What is going on? Oh, what is going on here? What was that? What was that? All you had to do was take 3 and win. What are we doing here? I got things to do. I had plans to go pick up my daughter from school. Now she has to walk home because of you guys. I'm just
Hey, should have gotten her car. Shouldn't have gotten her car or Uber. Okay, it's the 21st century, bro.
Like,
don't
come on. Come on. I was getting my keys and my wallet together to go out the door, and now I have to call another quarter. Thanks a lot, JB.
Hey, this is what the people came for. Okay, they wanted to see this game coming to overtime. And you know what? I feel
what are we doing here?
I feel like this is Space's game to lose at this point, man. It just feels like he's meant to win this game. We have seen crazier things happen, and that was the craziest thing. Again, all JB had to do was kick the field goal.
At some point, you wonder, said Space was like, "Hey, man, what's your Cash App?" He was like, "What? What's your Cash App?"
he very well may have. He very well may have.
There was a DM that asked, "What's your Cash App?" And he said, and he gave it to him. Is JB throws the game. $ JB throws the game. You know what I mean?
Hey.
What type of decision was that? I don't know. Maybe JB has some overtime theatrics that he wants to showcase, but that wasn't the call.
No, it wasn't. But he still doesn't have an answer for this run game. And I'm not saying he needs to pass commit, but
Maybe his controller's broken. Maybe he has the shaky hands. Maybe he didn't trust his kicking. Maybe I can't kick a pressure kick. Maybe he's like me. Because when that pressure kick comes on, you don't know where to stop. I don't know where to stop it at. It seems like you stop it there and then the kick goes left. And that's why I asked you at that right before the play stopped, before he went for that last down. What was your kicking like? And maybe he can't kick. Maybe that's the problem.
Well, right now he can't stop the run. And JB is consistently running this halfback base or halfback counter. I mean, when that receiver goes in motion, we haven't seen him throw a pass yet. And there definitely isn't any type of jet sweep or jet pass play out of this formation. So
JB cares about ice.
JB cares about ice. I love it. See, this is what I'm talking about. The chat is paying attention. They know what's going on. Big 3rd and 1. Let's see if Space can get a stop here. There's a receiver in motion.
Oh, and Christian McCaffrey barely gets the first.
Maybe so, but he is glowing right now. So it's going to be up to Space to have to figure out how to stop this run game. Because outside of this, JB's only mistake was not kicking the field goal.
That was a big mistake. Unless he does something magnificent here. But hey, those tackle battles are there, and that's Christian McCaffrey, who's a little guy.
Yeah,
you got to button mash that strip button.
Well, he's gotten 6 yards, even though it looked like he was only going to get 1 or 2 on the play. So I expect to see that receiver back in motion, but he decides to go with the pass.
And he's going to try him. He's going to try him. No! Oh my God, he threw the game away. Jordan Poyer, and Jordan Poyer is another old guy that you youthful franchise guys say he's old. I'll trade him. Now look at him out here making game-saving plays. Harrison Smith and Jordan Poyer out there making game-saving plays at the cornerback position. Slow guys making game-saving plays at the cornerback position. Why? Because they have the awareness, play recognition. They're always going to be in the right spot at the right time. Plus, they have abilities.
Yeah, 2 of the best safeties in the game out here making plays at corner. And I'm not sure what Space is thinking, but I'm happy to see him go back to this 5 wide receiver trio because he's had the most success. He's very excited right now. He can
just go to empty and run it with Kyler and end the game. Like, somebody get in this. Like, in this now. Like, what's going on here?
Here it is. He drops back. He makes a read. He goes for the ad catch, and he doesn't get it.
Keenan was up, too, and the defender didn't even jump.
No, he didn't. But you know what? I don't like that first play call. 3rd and 13. Is he going to punt it or will he go for it if he don't get the first down?
Ooh, defense. Great defense right there. And you got to punt the ball.
I don't think
you gotta punt it, bro.
I don't think so.
This isn't the time. I don't know. You know what? At this point, based on what I've seen thus far, I'm not going to even say nothing. I don't even care anymore because it's like we care more than they do. we clearly care more than they do. I think us and everybody in the chat watching right now clearly cares about them.
Throws it up and it's broken up late. Huge defensive stand by the Panthers, and clearly we care way more than they do, Brian James.
JB is not going to kick the ball. We know that. That's out. He clearly either can't kick or just doesn't want to. But it is what it is.
It definitely is what it is. And you know, sometimes you just got to forget all them conversations that's going on or could be going on in the chat. You need to lock in and win this playoff game. People going to say what they're going to say. And, yeah, I fully expect for him to kick a field goal here.
34 carries, 232 yards. I think Christian McCaffrey may get 40 carries if he doesn't score here.
Well, he's definitely going to score here. There's no doubt about that. He's going to kick this field goal.
I don't know, man.
He's not throwing the ball again. He's not looking for
those pressure kicks. He didn't kick a field goal at the 1 yard line. Why would he kick it here?
He's going to kick it, man. Another big play, but it's 4th and 3. He's kicking a field goal. He didn't kick
it he's going to field goal.
He's kicking a field goal.
All right.
And here it is.
The pressure kick. Can he make it? Maybe he wasn't aware of what the game situation. He didn't know it was the last drive of the game. Maybe he didn't know.
I disagree. Here it is.
And he made it. Okay.
Yes, he did.
Okay, well, JB advances.
Yes,
And
he did.
JB advances 44-41. That is the final. And Philly, how do you feel about this game?
Well, I feel like, again, it was Space's game to lose. I felt like he had and created so many opportunities for himself to win this game. So it was a little bit disappointing to see his play calling choices on that last drive. But you know what? JB was consistent. And outside of him not kicking the field goal right before the end of the fourth quarter, he probably should have won this game, and he was able to come away with a victory. So,
and we have a few quotes coming from JB live right now. He said, "Bro, I was lagging my ass off that whole fourth quarter. I was scared to kick, even from the 2." He said that was terrifying. Okay, so there you go. There you have it. So there you go. That makes sense. He was fighting lag, and because we thought he was just playing out crazy. You know, he's a wild man. But we got another matchup coming up for you guys at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's 9 p.m. Eastern. Make sure you guys come back. Actually, and then at 5 o'clock, we'll be talking about the entire playoff situation in the leagues, in both leagues. So make sure you return at 5 p.m. Pacific, which is an hour from now. And we'll have more news for you guys and information on the playoffs and what's going on for the offseason to those guys that may be not in playoffs like us. You know, we're wondering what's going on with the draft, the free agency, and all those things. So we'll talk about.
I need to know.
Yeah, so we'll talk about all those things when we get back at 5 p.m. Pacific. So you guys can hit that, turn those notifications on. We'll be back at 5, and we'll get ready for that MP and Jayhawk game at 6 right after. So make sure you guys keep it locked, and we'll be back.
All right, go get your baby girl, man.
Oh no, she's already here.
Oh,
all right, all right. We'll